Yazi kodwa manje ngithi yabona kumele ngikutize lana mbeke.
Kodize? Kukhona. Hayibo. Awukahle. Uzobajwayeza labafana ke manje. Labafana bazosuka lapho ke babize ngo-aunt. Hayi ngeke ngivumeke leyo mina. Hawu, abanazo izandla kanibona? Banazo izandla ngisho. Olambile ke uzozibekela ibhodi lapha eziko. Mina nawe uyasambe.
Yeah.
Konke kula iphakethini. Asambe ke sizojabulisa. Sikhohlwe yibo lapha. Hawu, bazozibona.
Hello everyone, welcome back to ASR, African Stories Realized. This is our weekly review of The Wife Season 3. Don't forget to like and subscribe, let's get into it. Episode 40 picks up in the aftermath of last week's failed lobola negotiations in the Northwest. Sefako's family reveals to him that Naledi has been tainted and her escapades have been publicized on social media. Naledi calls Sefako to try fix things and apologize. Sefako finds it hard to forgive Naledi and reveals that he is a virgin and has been saving himself for Naledi. After speaking to Naledi on the phone, Sefako returned to his family and requested that they resume lobola negotiations despite the recent revelations because he has fallen in love with Naledi. Thereafter, Naledi confronted her sister, who finally admitted that she was the one who recorded and released Naledi's sex tape. Meanwhile, at the Zulu home, Ntika catches Makhumalo sneaking around the office and begins to suspect her, but Mkoki convinces her that he's just being paranoid. Back at the Zulu home, Gawe has a moment with Tanya and Hlomu, which makes MQHELE a little jealous. X and her mother decide it's the perfect time to spite Hlomu so that X can seduce MQHELE, but Hlomu resists when offered the drugged wine. The episode ends with Gawe investigating the flash drive that the Zulu brothers stole from the chief's safe. Gawe finds evidence of the chief's involvement in the Zama Zama operations and evidence that he killed Sillo in self-defense. Episode 41 picks up with Gawe deciding to go to Royal Tabeng and Mkoki decides to tag along with him. Meanwhile, at Royal Tabeng, the wedding celebrations have begun, but Tidi interrupts proceedings and causes a scene in front of the wedding guests. The brothers arrive in Royal Tabeng but are captured by the chief's men shortly after. Gawe and Mkoki are taken to the dungeons where they are given a beating. Naledi arrives to rescue the two brothers, but Gawe doesn't get the chance to show Naledi evidence that he killed Sillo in self-defense. Naledi tells a disappointed Gawe that she is now in love with Sefako and asks Gawe to leave. Back in his office, the chief and Mulifi discuss Tidi's recent behavior and decide that she should be sent to a mental institute, which an eavesdropping Tidi overheard. The episode ends with the newlyweds, Sefako and Naledi, doing what married couples do on their wedding night. Episode 42 picks up with the newlyweds. As Naledi goes through her wedding gifts, she finds a diamond necklace from Gawe, who also sends a text message saying he misses her. At work, Naledi begins to obsess over Gawe, and her bestie Tieti suggests that Naledi is still in love with Gawe. Meanwhile, at the bus rank, Gawe is ignoring Naledi's calls and insists that he has moved on from her. At the Zulu home, Hlomu's sobriety came to an end as Makhumalo was able to tempt her with the spiked wine. MQHELE returned to find that Hlomu is back on the bottle and has blacked out, leaving him Tanya without supervision. X then moved in to seduce MQHELE. Nothing happened, but he is definitely tempted by the gorgeous X. Meanwhile, in Rustenburg, Naledi objects to Tidi being sent to the mental institute, but her father reiterates that the decision has already been made. Naledi attempts to reconcile with her sister before she leaves for the mental institute, but discovers that Tidi isn't in her room and appears to have run away. Back at the taxi rank, Gawe, Sambulo, and Mkoki track down Five Tiger. The episode ends with Mkoki killing Five Tiger while his brothers argued if they should let him live. Very strong episodes this week. I like the installment, and I think the main question I have to ask is, what is the end game for X and her mother? What is the point? Do they want to kill the Zulu brothers, or are they just trying to mess up their lives before they take their money and leave? If they want to kill them, why don't they just kill them instead of playing all these games? Tidi is definitely a wild card this season, so we'll see how her story unfolds. We'll be back next week with another review. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is ASR for the love of African filmmaking and storytelling.